What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled Talent Can Turn It Around Fast. And in life, shout out to O'Shea and Gab Talk Media. I watched the interview, not all of it, but this is inspired by them. When you're talented or you have a talent, it can turn your situation from negative to positive. And depending on your level of talent or your level of being able to work on your talent and having the opportunity to cultivate your talent, it can turn things around fast. O'Shea used the reference of, a team could suck. And with a turnaround a team overnight, they get good talent. When people talk about, for years people were talking about the super teams, right? With basketball, whether it be the Warriors, the Heat, the Cavaliers, Come on, Heat, Cavaliers. Who was before the Celtics? There was who was before the Celtics, the Lakers, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Lakers, the Bulls. It's three. They did it. What it's based around is talent. Super Bowl champions are based around talent, right? Successful people are talented. And what took them from nothing to something was the talent. So what winds up happening is this. You put yourself in these situations and you don't think about whatever you're skilled in. And a lot of us don't think like, how can a talent, create something? This is when we talk about our community. Everybody wants to be athletes, act, and entertainers, right? And what that is they're using a talent to go from nothing to something fast. And people don't think about the inventors. They're talented. Like it was Lonnie Johnson. He's talented. He's an inventor. You playing with that super soaker, but his talent was creation. He created something, right? I forget the brother who designed the the Chrysler 300. I think, and maybe the Cadillac CTS. I can't put my finger on which one, but that's a talent to be able to create something, to sculpt something that everybody would like. It takes you from nothing to something fast. When we think about Black history, and you think about slavery to Reconstruction, how things changed so rapidly because you had a bunch of people who were talented. And they came together and they worked as a unit. And this is how we wind up with political power. This is how we wind up with all these historically Black colleges. This is how we wind up with banks and, businesses and school districts and this, that, and the third. Some of these things that still exist to this day, even though people want to bring up the burning down of Black Wall Street and all the other towns, but there's still a lot of our stuff to this day because of talent. When you think about Benjamin Banneker, every time you go to Washington, D.C., the city was basically, surveyed and created by Benjamin Banneker, right? When you go to the Big Ben, the clock in England, Benjamin Banneker, Ben, that's the Ben. You don't think about what made those people so successful was their talent. You think about Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, but you forget about Lewis Latimer. And what made that situation great was talent. And if you have a talent, your talent can take you farther than, farther than you can imagine. How about that? But sometimes when we think about talent is this idea that what winds up happening with us is we have a weird way of thinking that we can only be talented in certain ways. but not looking at history of America. And the history of America says we've been talented in vastly different avenues and areas. We've been talented, yes, in sports and entertainment. We've been talented in how can I say this? In science, technology, engineering, and math. We've been talented in, communications or orating, right? We've been talented in movements. We've been talented in changing the dynamic of society. And this is why part of the fear, per se, for our people comes because when you're talented, you can make rapid change. And part of our talent is actually a crutch, because when we keep trying to compare ourselves to other groups of people, we're comparing ourselves to these other groups because in our minds we know that we have greater talent per capita. And all of this oppression comes from the fact that, when we mobilize our talent, we move very fast. This is why people were so cool with the Black Panther movie and the Wakanda Forever thing, thinking, is it a make believe? Yes, but is it something that we couldn't do? No, because we believe in our talent. We just don't know how to get our talent out of the claws of everybody's infiltration and sabotage, right? But if you got talent, you can turn around real fast. And the thing about that is it creates this dynamic, this Messiah complex, because the Messiah complex is one person can come along and change everything. So a lot of times what we do is we're looking for a Messiah. We can be talented, but a Messiah is the culmination of all our talents combined. And sometimes we put our talents on the shelf because a Messiah could fix it just like that, right? Which is very problematic, because we are talented enough to fix it fast. When you think about hanging out with people who are skilled with their hands, that's their talent. Their talent is to create things with their hands, or fix things with their hands, or how can I say this? To build things that other people with other talents can benefit off of. This is why architects create buildings, construction teams build buildings for people who are talented, and that's their talents, for people to sit in those buildings and create something for society with their talent. So the economy is based on talent, and that's what runs this economy. That's what runs capitalism. That's what built this country. When people think about slavery and Jim Crow and Reconstruction and sharecropping, basically, in capitalism at its core is murdering, like not paying somebody for their talent and benefiting off of that, right? Which is exploitation, which is BS, but that's the reality. Now the thing about that is this, though. When those very people are free agents and able to benefit off of their own talents, they actually move pretty rapidly. This is why we talk about this country being a business, and they want people to start business and be entrepreneurs. Though a lot of businesses fail, the quickest way to wealth is really trading stocks. But business, to a degree, is the culmination of you put your talents on the market to be bought. That's what that is. Your products, your services, is you're selling your talent. Whether that be apparel, whether that be your way to package and maneuver food, whether that be your cooking food, whether that be whatever service that you could provide, giving knowledge. That's what a school is. People who are talented enough to teach you how to be successful in certain systems. So if you're talented, you can get things done really fast. You can catch up really fast. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of us don't realize how talented we are. And this is part of society beating you down to say that you can't do anything. But all you really have to do is commit to your talent and make the best of it. We out. Peace.